There are a lot of tote rack videos on YouTube, but this one's going to be different. I built these tote racks the wide way, so when you park your car in your garage, you'll have more room to open your door and get in and out with ease. And you can still slide your totes in and out just as easily. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I went about that and give you all the dimensions so you can build a rack just like this. All right, let's start getting to it. For this build, you'll need 8-foot 2x4s, a miter saw, a screwdriver and screws, a measuring tape, and a speed square. For reference, a tote rack is pretty much just a bunch of ladders tied together by supports. All right, let's start building. I first started out with the rungs. Each rung is going to be 19 inches long. So our first measurement will be 19 inches. And then we have 38 inches. Then 57 inches. Then 76 inches. Then 95 inches. And you'll get 5 from each 8-foot 2x4. I had to make 2 separate racks of 15 for 30 totes. But if you have less than that, don't worry. I'll leave info in the details so you can create a rack for any amount. Once we've cut all of our rungs, let's start working on the poles for our ladders. Mark a B, signifying the bottom of your board. And then your first measurement is at 15 inches. On the left of that, mark an R, and that's where your rung is going to be hung. Next, we have 31.5 inches. Then 48 inches. Then 64.5 inches. Then 81 inches. And then mark the board off at 84 inches and cut the rest. That's going to be your top. This project has a lot of wood to measure and cut. So be extra careful with your measurements and your cuts, because if they're off, this structure won't be square and it's going to be painfully obvious. Now for the supports. This ties the rack together and makes it rigid. The spacing between each ladder is going to be 29 inches. Make your first mark at 1.5 inches. Then you're going to move over to 30.5 inches. And then another 1.5 inches over to 32 inches. Your ladders will be mounted in between these measurements with the little O. Then move over 61 inches and then 62.5 inches. Again at 91 inches to 93 inches, and then cut the board off. Once your rungs, supports, and poles are cut, we can start assembling. Let's start building our ladders. Lay each pole out and then set your rungs below each line on the R. Then start screwing in the rungs on the corners. Ensure the ladder is square, then start screwing in the rest of the rungs. Once you trust the ladder is square, screw in a second screw on each side of the rung so it's stronger and rigid. Your totes will rest on these. The ladders on the outside of your rack will only have rungs on one side, and the ladders on the inside of the rack will have rungs on both sides. When you're working on a middle ladder, just flip it over and do the same thing to the back side. You can either measure the other side or just use spare cuts of wood to guide you. If you're enjoying this content so far, please consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me and the channel. Now we can start framing the rack together. Set your supports out first with the measurements facing each other. Then I set my outside ladders down with the rungs on one side and line them up on the ends of the supports. Once you have them laid out and it looks square, you can screw the ladders to the supports. Clamps really help out with this step since you can't lay your supports on anything. Clamp both sides in place, then you can screw them in. I only start with one screw for each end of the ladder until I get the rest of the ladders in, kind of like a dry fit. Then I'd make adjustments making sure the structure is as square as possible. If you haven't already noticed, I'm not a professional. I just really enjoy building stuff. And here's a little proof of that.
Little confession here. I just realized that I set these out of order. This is going to be the bottom, actually, and this ladder represents the top. So pay attention to your markings because this is cost me a little bit of time. Luckily, I only have one screw on each end, so I'm just going to switch it around, but yeah, mistakes happen. I've definitely made a few so far.
Now for the home stretch. Just attach your middle ladders, ensuring every step of the way that the structure is as square as possible. And once you have a lot of faith in it, you can start putting in more screws to make the structure extra rigid. And I'm using 2.5-inch screws, but for the supports and the ladders connection, I'm using 3-inch screws. I found it useful to dry fit your bins in every slot, so you know if it's a little tight or if it's a little loose, you can make some adjustments before you put the structure up. And once you're happy with it, then you can put all the screws you need in to make it real strong and rigid. Casters are really neat for these in case you need to slide them around or change the configuration of your garage. But just so you know, it adds height to this, and this structure is already a little bit tall, so that's up to you. Another really useful tip is, when you're about to tilt your rack up, lock the casters. Otherwise, it's gonna slide around and it's not particularly light. It'll give you a bit of a hassle.